When joy comes to mind, it will light up your heart, and to love you and the stars up to find, up to find. Talk to you and thinking I walked to you and run to your dipsy. Talk to you and thinking I walked to you and run to your dipsy.
I'm going to be reviewing and trying the Drybar Brush Crush. Luckily, I was able to find a set that came with this brush and 4 of their hair care products. I actually had bought just the Drybar at first from Sephora, I believe, and then when I got it, I found out that Ulta had an entire kit for about the same price, but just like $20 extra, which I think is because you're paying for the brush. But it also came with 4 different accessories for your hair, so I was like, that's a pretty good steal. Decided to do that. So if you guys would like to see the video, just keep watching. Don't forget to like it and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe if you would like to see more hair tool videos. I have a few that are already up, so if you would like to see that, feel free to just look around my channel, or I might post the links down below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, and I'm gonna set it, let's see, the highest it will go to is 450. I'll do 450. I have been doing 370, and I've been getting really good results with that. So I should have cleaned this out before I started using it. I have pieces of hair in here. Also, as you could see, this part did bend. That bothers me a little bit. With the GHD Glide, the bristles were a lot more sturdier than this. It's just these outside bristles that are loose like a brush, but the insides are very stiff and good quality. So we are now at 450. It just took about a little less than a minute to get up to there. And I'll be using their heat protection mist. It's not my favorite because it's got like oil in it, I think, and it makes my hair feel a little bit oily, like just a little bit. So it's pretty hot now. It's a bit hot on this part. It's not too bad. As you can see, I could put my hand on it, but the front feels very hot. And then I'm gonna use their Drybar Clippy that they gave me. Now the thing I like about the Drybar is that if I wanted to, I could take a really big section like this and straighten that. But for the sake of this video and because I want it to look as nice as possible, I'm gonna go in with smaller sections. And that's how I like to look at the Drybar Brush Crush. I like to look at it as like a really easy, convenient, okay, this part of my hair, I need to do something about that. I want it to be as convenient as possible. I don't like to look at it as like a straightener where I'm getting my hair as flat as possible. I'm looking at it, if anything, I'm looking at it as like something I could use before I flat iron my hair. So because of that, I try to be as quick as possible. If you want this kind of device, this kind of tool to straighten out your hair, then I would go with the GHD. Like obviously this makes your hair straight, but it just adds that volume to it. And with a flat iron, you can get it a lot flatter. Also with the flat iron, you can add waves, you can add curls. It's kind of hard doing this on camera. I should have put a mirror in front of me. It's okay. We will get through this. So as you can see, it's not stick straight. It's not super flat. It's got volume in it, and it's more airy, if that's the correct word that I should be using. Whereas with my flat iron, it would have just been really flat. It would have been much silkier looking, more shiny looking, probably because of that. And it would have been a little bit longer just because I had made it straighter. But I really like this look. I think it's very flattering on me. I'm not just making my hair stick straight and thin. I am adding volume and making it look a little bit more natural to my natural hair. I also do love that this is a brush because it feels good. The thing with the brush crush and the reason why you can't get a good wave or a good curl is because when you get to the very bottom, it doesn't attach very well to the ends of your hair. So I usually let it sit at the roots for about 5 seconds and then I slowly brush it down. But the thing with the brush crush is that no matter how much you try to smooth it out and flat iron it and make it straight, you're gonna get volume. When you first use it, it'll be straight and silky like this, and silky and flat, but give it like an hour and you'll get more volume, and it will look drier than it does now. I wouldn't say dry in a bad way, but it's almost like your hair needs to be a little dry in order to get volume. So I like it, but it's like at the same time I struggle with it because I don't like how dry hair looks, but I also like volume. Okay, so let's see what happens when I try to do a curl or a wave. I don't know if you could see it, but the ends have nothing to really hold on to, so they kind of just flop out. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yeah. So this is what we get. We do get a bit of a curl, but some of the ends of the hair, it doesn't have anything to attach to, so the ends just like stick out as I'm curling. As you guys can see, this is pretty quick. If I wanted to, I could just go through it one time, but I don't know. I don't feel comfortable just going through my hair one time. Like the first time is to just comb it out and get it straight. And then the second time is so I can add that wave. Yeah, so if you want to curl it, you want to make sure, see how the ends just kind of flopped out right there? But it's still curled. But yeah, you want to hold down the ends of your hair as you are straightening it. And the thing is, like, when you are using this dry bar, if you are using it for that blowout look and to get volume, you don't want to use too much product because then it will just weigh down the hair. So if you want to have like super flat, straight hair, then yeah, you should use some products that help to smooth out and straighten the hair. And this will definitely help you achieve that. I like using the dry bar for that like blowout look, for that volume, for that ooh la la, who did your hair? Also, the button doesn't bother me anymore. When I first used this, the first 2 times I used this, I would always click the buttons, and for some reason, I don't have a problem with that anymore. Like, I'm not even thinking about it, but my hands no longer press the button. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the dry bar, this brush is really nice. It makes your hair feel so small, soft. It's almost as if there's like a fabric softener in it. It literally feels like that. I also really like the swivel cord too. Makes it really easy to, just makes it very convenient. So that's one side finished. I was able to get some pretty good waves in there. Some people say that with the GHD you get like a better curl and a better wave. I think it's just using it a few times, you'll see that you can get a decent wave and curl with the Drybar. Okay, and then you just turn it off when you're done, or it will turn off automatically. So this is the end result, and I'm just gonna go ahead and brush it out to see what it will look like. So as you can see, the brush does smooth it out a little bit. I lost a bit of that volume. And then another thing is I always want like my roots to have a little bit of volume. So I could probably go in with the Drybar blowout. That'll add some volume. This is why I love the Drybar in comparison to the GHD, is because of all this volume that I'm getting. Like, this is just not something you can get with a flat iron, or you could, but it would look a lot drier than this. This is why I have the Drybar Brush Crush, and then I also have another flat iron, because a flat iron will give me those like tighter curls, looser curls. It'll give me a flatter look. It'll look silkier and shinier. But then with this one, I get this volume without it looking too dry. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and demonstration of the Drybar Brush Crush. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so I know how my content is doing. And also feel free to subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. I hope to see you guys all again in another video. Bye.
All I feel,